All right, we're back. We're gonna do the UFC 118 picks. We did 117. Matt went 2-1. And for everybody
That
who
is
gave
true.
us hell for picking Chael Sonnen, he had that fight won.
True, he had
He
that fight
had that
totally won.
fight won.
He did lose, but that was a good fight.
Out of 25 minutes, he owned 23 minutes of that
How
fight.
about that Ricardo Almeida pick though by
Yeah, that
Jordan
was a good
Ricardo?
pick, Jordan. Clown.
Matt Hughes.
Clown. This is absurd. All right, we're gonna get cooking right away. So, Matt, you're 2-1 against me.
That is
Again,
true.
please email in what should the loser have to do for all these UFC picks. We're gonna
Did we get
we're gonna
any
tally it up December
email from this one?
31st. Something's got to happen. Let's get it going with this one.
Show
Nate
my phone.
Diaz is fighting Marcus Davis from Bangor, Maine. Go ahead, Matty. Who do you got?
Um, if it was the other Diaz, I'd pick the other Diaz, but I think Marcus hand grenades. Davis is gonna take it. He's heavy fists. Can knock him out. I think. Absolutely. Jordan said a great boxer, and Little Diaz isn't as good as Big
That's true
Diaz.
too. I like the Diaz brothers though. I'm gonna go with Nate on this one. Uh,
Yep.
I gotta make up ground. I'm behind by one, so
That's not the match we
I'll
did.
take Nate Diaz. Uh, Gray Maynard going against Kenny Florian.
Kenny Florian is one of my
Kenny
favorite
Florian
fighters.
from Westwood,
Massachusetts.
Mass.
One of my favorite fighters. He's a serious title contender, especially if BJ Penn doesn't beat Frankie Edgar the same night. Actually, I think he's gonna take it. Maynard had his chances, but I really think Tate is gonna.
Maynard's 9-0. He's undefeated, and I mean,
He's
it's.
not
I think it's
beating
gonna be a.
Kenny
I think it's
Florian.
gonna be a good fight. It's the light heavyweight fight, right? They're going at 155. Yeah,
Yes.
so I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Florian too. I can't disagree with you on this one, but I think the fight it's gonna be a really good fight. Um, it's gonna be solid. Next one is Damian Maya going against Mario Miranda. I gotta go Damian Maya here. Damian Maya is
I
awesome.
100% agree with you.
He's
And plus, I think he needs to have a nice comeback fight after just getting dogged by Anderson Silva
yeah,
his
and
last fight.
I mean, you put Damian Maya. I mean, if you take that fight away, he's 11-1.
Yep.
And
One of the best BJJ
and
practitioners,
that fight
period.
did him no justice.
Absolutely
You
not.
know, it was rough from beginning to end. He was taunted. I think he's got a chip on his shoulder right now too. People dogged him a lot and gave him some hell for that fight. Why didn't you just jump
Worst
on
fight
him?
I've ever watched in my
We
entire
walked
life.
out. We walked out. It was bad. Let's go to the two main events. I'll spend a little more time on these. James Toney making his UFC debut from the boxing world versus Randy Couture, UFC legend. Um, boxing versus MMA. I gotta go. I mean, I think James Toney is so far out of his league here. He has no idea what to expect. He's got thunder fists.
Yeah.
He's got knockout power for sure. It's just I think it's gonna be a first round match. It's not gonna go further than that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not gonna go further than that. So I mean, I'm going Randy Couture.
I'm gonna pick Couture too. Jordan's making some great points over here, but if you just take a look at the people like I know he has a huge ego. But if you look at GSP and Koscheck and John Jones, all these people just dominate on the ground because they have a good wrestling base. Even Brock Lesnar, like Koscheck's fight against Paul Daly. Paul Daly was like, "I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna knock him out." And what happened? Koscheck picked him up and just took him down every time he wanted to take him down. And I think it's gonna be more. Tony, of course, has knockout power. If he can get that hit, he's out of fucking. He's gonna knock his head off. But I just think Couture is just a better overall fighter.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is Couture's world. If Couture went into Tony's world and challenged into a boxing match, I take Tony. Tony's coming into Couture's,
Mm,
lifestyle. This is what he does. This is what he's been
absolutely.
training for. And Couture's been doing a lot of training with Brock Lesnar too. So I
Yup.
mean, I think it's somebody big, body, stuff like that. I mean,
And Randy just needs to not let his ego get the best of him. Like Jordan said, if he tries to stand up and box, blow for blow, he's gonna get his ass knocked out. He needs to just stick to what he's good at. That's taking down, ground and pound, stuff like that.
main event of the evening. Frankie Edgar defends his newly won light heavyweight title that he took from the challenger BJ Penn. Huge upset, first
Hmm.
time around. I know you were pulling for Frankie Edgar. Big fan from his True Life days
Yep. Love Frankie
on
Edgar.
MTV. Who do you got in this one, Matty? You sticking with Edgar? You going with Penn?
I'm gonna go with Frank Edgar again. I just really like him. He's a very likable guy. He showed a lot of heart in his BJ Penn fight. I know it's going down as one of the most controversial decisions of the year, but personally, I watched that the whole entire fight. I thought it was called correctly. He just, he used his speed and got in and out of his positions and everything. He showed BJ Penn, how to beat BJ Penn basically, and I think he's gonna take it
Yeah,
again.
that entire fight was Frankie Edgar. I mean, BJ had a couple spots there, but you looked at BJ towards the end of that fight. It looks like he just gave up. I saw another fight of BJ Penn's, and I mean he can't go the distance. He can't do a full 5 round fight. I think Frankie Edgar, he's younger.
Yeah.
Right now, he's the champ. I don't think Frankie Edgar is going to let it go to decision this time. I'm looking third, maybe fourth round. It's going to be a good card, though. It's right here in Boston. You just found out that you're going to it. That's
Yep. Free
that's
ticket
awesome.
for
You
the fourth
can't go
row.
wrong with
I'm
that.
pretty pumped.
So
Yep.
yeah, we agree on
John
we
Joey's
agree on
amazing.
every
Shut him out
fight.
real quick.
We agree on every fight except Marcus Davis against Nate Diaz. That's you're either going to be up 3-1 or it's going to be 2-2. On our fan page, Dale Klein, somebody who we train with, Brazilian
Man.
Jiu-Jitsu, and he's our wrestling
Yep.
coach over there also. His picks were BJ Penn by second round knockout, Couture TKO ground and pound round 1, Damian Maia by submission, Maynard by decision. He thinks that Maynard's wrestling is going to be the difference in that one. And
I love Kenny Flo too much to go against him.
Dale went with you. He went with Davis by decision on that one.
Irish hand grenade, bro.
So we'll see for sure. We don't want everyone to think that we're just sports realmed. We're going to do a little
We're
news touching
expanding our
on.
horizons on this one.
Troops came home today. Pulled out. Well, I mean,
Great.
they're coming home. The last brigade is going to be brought home September 1st. That was Obama's deadline. Get them all out. Get them home. What do you think, Matt?
I think it's good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Republican and I'm not a big Obama guy, but I'm happy that I'm happy that something's actually happening and they're finally getting out. They've been there for like 7 years now. So it's good. They're still gonna keep a couple people around like special forces to assist the Iraqi troops and they want to go on missions and shit. But it's only like, hey, American, do you want to help us? Is how like it's going down. It's not by force or anything. I think it's great. The war needs to end.
See, I think it's good that they're coming home. They're safe. The ones who are making it home, thank you so much for the service. But I still think there's unfinished business left over there. I think if you pull out the troops right now, I mean, we've done so much destruction over there. We've done a lot of good too, but we've torn apart the land that these people like. It was theirs before we got there, and then we kind of just came in there and did like a takeover, and it became ours during the 7 years we've been there. Has it been 7 years? I think it's been right around
Yeah.
7 years. I think that as soon as we leave, and I pray to God, I hope I'm wrong. I just think that like once we pull everything out, I mean, the inmates are gonna be running the asylum again. There's we went in there, we tore everything up. We tried to put our way of life onto them. I think that it's too soon. We went in there, just finished the job. It's been 7 years, 5 months. I understand these people want to come home. The families miss them. They've done a hell of a job. We've lost so many good men out there, but I don't think it's the right time. I know this was Obama's big thing: get the troops home. When he took over, there was about 140,000 troops in Iraq. Right now, there's 56,000, and all of them are supposed to be home from Iraq by September 1st. So, I mean, let's hope that everything is smooth over there. They got Saddam, they finished that off. Bin Laden's still running around, hiding, and God knows where, with a satchel and the Skittles and just loving life. But, hopefully everything goes well. We're going to jump right into everybody's favorite segment. We get so many like emails and just comments
Whatever you
on
want
this.
to snack. It's my
Jordan
favorite
had an
segment.
absurd rant last week. Quick from the website, couple people. Let's see. Adam Hipson said, Dustin Johnson, the golfer grounded his club. How do you blow a major? That's 2 majors he's blown in the last like 4 months. It's inexcusable. It cost him $500,000. first place to third place money.
That's just stupid on Dustin
Yeah.
Johnson's part. Because you need to ask I, in a situation like that, you need to ask because that's a well-known rule. You're not supposed to ground your club in a bunker. And if it's questionable in a fucking major, when it's going to cost you half a mil, you should
Yeah,
probably
you
ask.
might want to cut that out. Teresa said Brett Michaels needs a good smack. Uh,
I think Brett Michaels is the man.
we get a lot of stuff all the
He's a
time.
hater though. So.
Let's go right into it. Matt, who do you want to smack?
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Go ahead.
I want to know why. Look, just take a look at him. Case in point, right there. Bieber fever is just horrible. Hope he enjoys his career until he hits puberty, and then that's just gonna go very exactly. It's gonna start cracking. Now people not gonna be able to hit those notes that all these little 12-year-old girls love. He's just a douche, and he's not the next Justin
No,
Timberlake.
absolutely not. Justin Timberlake is in a league
Completely
of his own.
I've seen that man in concert. He is a wonderful showman.
See, unfortunately, I've seen Justin Bieber in concert. I went to the Taylor Swift show, which was fantastic. But before that, they made me sit through Justin Bieber, which was brutal. My celebrity is.
I would have thought Taylor Swift would have been the worst.
Oh my god, Taylor Swift is fantastic. My celebrity is Roger Clemens. He got indicted today for perjury, 6 counts of perjury, each of them 5 years. He could face 30 years of jail time. The reason I pick him is because up until like 3 years ago, this guy was my favorite baseball player ever. I loved Roger Clemens. I mean, Red Sox, Blue Jays, Yankees. I mean, no matter where he went, I was such a huge fan. I have a Red Sox Roger Clemens jersey upstairs. I'm a huge fan of the guy, but he lied under oath. Andy misremembered, supposedly, which is one of the best quotes of anything. I think Andy misremembered. His trainer has syringes with particles of Clemens' ass stuck to it, with steroid-like fluids and residue left on it. Like, it's pretty much somebody showing up. All he has to do is say, okay, fine, I did it. He's not going to lose any money. Exactly. He's not going to go to jail. But look at all this stuff that he's created. And then remember the one time he said, oh, it was my wife's steroids. She was the one who was taking it. I mean, he's doing everything to screw himself over. Roger Clemens, you need a smack. And I think you should serve a little bit of jail time for all this hell that you've done. And think about it, dude.
Just to add a quick comment to that, I 100% agree with you. They should deserve some jail time. If any other person, if anyone in this room did that, lied under oath, we would be in fucking jail.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think he should get it passed because he's Roger.
Absolutely.
So I hope he does go to jail for at least a little bit. Maybe not 30 years. That's a little excessive.
Might be much. I'm going to throw the mic over to Jordan. Let's see. God knows what he's going to say. All right, here we go.
Oh, it's going to be exciting.
Alright, apparently my rant's going to suck because Paemon limited me to 1.5 minutes. Actually, less than 1 minute and 20 seconds starting now. But who cares? My celebrity I want to smack, Drizzy Drake, a.k.a. Wheelchair Jimmy. Yeah, I know this is going to start a war out there, but you know what? The kid is a cocksmooch, dude. He was on like a teen fucking drama show, Degrassi, a Canadian drama show at that. Tiffany, not now. Men are talking. He was on a Canadian drama show, okay, played a kid in a wheelchair, and now he's Drizzy fucking Drake. His whole album is him whining over the slowest, gayest beats ever. He sounds like he's mentally handicapped. There's no tempo, there's no rhythm. He just flows. He just speaks, and for some reason he's rich. Whatever. If I had a bunch of sick fucking ghostwriters, like I'm not a bad looking kid, I'd be loaded too, dude. Like, let me pay someone else to write my raps, and I'll just fucking ride the Nickelodeon fucking fame wave, dude. Like, seriously. So, Drizzy Drake, definitely a cocksucker. Not a big fan.
It's who you want to smack, not who.
Yeah. Oh, I want to smack him for sure, dude. He's definitely not deserving of that. That's it for time. On a lesser note, a non-celebrity I want to smack. Congratulations on your recent herpes diagnosis. I know you've been working hard for the past couple months.
He's not a fan.
So congratulations. I'm gonna hand it off to Paemon. Take care, guys.
That got really personal really quick. We're gonna wrap it up.
Jordan is the fucking
Jesus
man.
Christ, we're gonna wrap it up.
Currently bowing to his graces right now.
We gotta wrap this up. We got UFC picks, celebrities. You want to smack everything? Drake, Roger Clemens, Justin Bieber.
Christ.
We need them in a military line. Just go down. Good show again tonight, guys. We'll have this posted up as soon as possible. Email questions, comments to.
Did that just happen at rocketmail.com?
Yeah, this will be posted on Facebook and YouTube. So we'll see, and we'll be right back here recording next week. Next week, I definitely want to touch on steroids baseball players and their place in. We got to talk to Ty. I heard Ty had wrist surgery. Anyway, so let's wrap it up, Matty Mo. See you next week, brother.
Later, guys.
Brother.
Guys.